Good afternoon to the friends of Oakdale Heritage, otherwise known as the Oakdale Museum and History Center. We just had finished an electrical rehab. Want to thank all the people that helped. We had to get this all rewired from the switches. So they had to run wires all the way down, take all the wires out. It was old knob and tube style from the early 1900s. And it's just wonderful that we got this thing rehabbed. Here's another switch in the hallway. And this serves the area that a lot of people recognize. This is the old store that we have here. All the old knob and tube was up in here, and you can see the old knob and tube is gone. We have some new lights that Doug Devine put in, but other than that, the old knob and tube is all gone. It was required by our insurance company in order to continue on with insurance. We're technically set up for a non-renewal in the middle of April, but I think that we can show the permits, show the evidence from the contractors that this work was done. Right below here is where, that's the drain pipes for the kitchen. The kitchen's right here. Plumbers had to go in, and a big shout out to Western Plumbing. Dan Sibley's the owner there. Shout out to Dan. I've known him for a while. He's a big Mustang supporter. And so, boss, here is the sink that new pipes had galvanized in it, and that's not acceptable to our insurance company. Then we had to redo this one. And of course, it doesn't look it, but they had to go crawling up into the attic through this access here, pull out all the old wire, put in new wire. And so it was a pretty complicated process. It's going to end up being more than $20,000 for all of this. Again, had to go up in the attic, pull out all the old wire, put in new, and then reattach the fixtures. So really appreciate what Davis, and his name is, I'll be thinking of it here, but want to sure thank him for the electrical work and his employees that helped quite a bit. And so this is the biggie. This actually, they had to pull out all the old wire, put in new wire, and they did this without breaking our fancy chandelier in the front room. Sure appreciated that. And then of course you can't tell it, but they had to pull out all the old wire and put in new wire so this switch would work for the chandelier light. Bottom line. And then this one here as well, no evidence of the rehab, but they did have to pull out all the old wiring, put in new, and then had to redo the switches right here. So thanks to Mr. Davis. Let me see if